Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to today's session. So I see we have three people now, and I guess we can kick off with that. Just kindly type in the comment section if you can hear me. Let me know. Just type "I can hear you," and or you can introduce yourself before I proceed to introduce my own self. Right? If you can hear me, simply type "I can hear you" and also introduce yourself. Okay, so I have two introductions. So I'll just proceed with these two. Um, During the course of the program, I would drop a link for attendance, and you just fill the link, right? So I guess how many people feel that attendance will be the number of people we'll be proceeding with. So probably towards the end of the program, we'll drop the link for the attendance. So make sure to fill the attendance. Once you do not fill it, you'll be removed today. And please, once you have been removed, do not send a message to your program manager for any help. This one is on me. I'll be the one to remove you myself, and you are not coming back to that group. If you send me a message, I will block you. Simple as ABCD. And you can pass this information to everyone else, because she made me understand that those that were removed before sent messages to for pardon and stuff, and of course they were given chance to submit their review and they joined the program back. But this one, attendance is a must, just like you've been told earlier, right? So once you do not fill the attendance at the end of this live session, believe me, that's the end of the journey with us. Thank you. So I'll proceed to introduce myself. I am Inegben Stanley. I am a digital marketer, and I also lead the team here at DMZ Camp. And today I would just be walking you through what it means to get started in the digital marketing world, right? So before I begin the session, I would want to know if any of us has any understanding of what digital marketing is, or let's even start from the very grassroots marketing. Because most time when people talk about digital marketing, they come to talk about what they've learned from one WhatsApp masterclass and stuff. And I can tell you, with over 5 to 6 years, or if not 7 years experience in this field, I still cannot fully explain what digital marketing is to the fullness of it, because it is too broad to know in just 6 years. Even industry experts who have spent 30 years, they are still struggling to fully explain what it is. So, and if you know you have an idea of what marketing is, kindly drop what marketing is in the comment section, and let me prove all of you wrong today that what all of you have known as marketing is not marketing. I will explain the core of marketing for you today. So that's what we are going to be doing today. So kindly drop a comment. What do you think marketing is? Let's start from there before we pivot into digital marketing. What do you think marketing is? Okay, I think most of you are not following, or I don't understand. Kindly check um your live that reader where you guys are seeing a red arrow like showing where you guys are. Let me share my screen if I can show you guys what I'm talking about. Please drag this thing to the end to be where everyone is so that you can follow me. Drag this arrow to the end, right? Because I guess most of you are like far behind. Drag it to the end and play. I am still waiting for you guys. What is marketing? Nobody has responded yet. Okay, I have a response here. Marketing, in my point of view, is will be sharing what it is you know about a particular content to another individual. Okay, okay. So I'm waiting for others. We have about three people here, right? So I guess the numbers have been fluctuating from five to three to two, and I don't know why we are all leaving the session. So what is marketing? I'm waiting for the rest. What is marketing? Okay, Abigail responded. Marketing is the buying and selling of products, while digital marketing is the buying and selling of products online. Okay, 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 okay. I guess we can proceed with these two, saying that the number here is three people on live, right? So let me first introduce what marketing really is to you. Then we can go on. So you might want to write this down, right? So marketing is the management process responsible for identifying, anticipating, and satisfying customer requirements profitably. I will repeat again. Marketing is the management process responsible for identifying, anticipating, and satisfying customers' requirements profitably. Now, all of these variables, I will explain all of them because they are all variables. When you talk of management process, identifying, anticipating, satisfying customer requirements profitably, they are all variables, and I will explain, right? But that is the core definition of marketing. That is the only definition I have come across in this world that summarizes what marketing is. Now, I know most of us think marketing is the art of um, going out, just spreading the news about a product or service. That is not marketing. That is a function of marketing. That is an arm of marketing. That is what not what marketing is. So everything you guys have written is part of marketing, but that is not what marketing is. So marketing is the management process responsible for identifying, anticipating, and satisfying customer requirements profitably. Now, note the word profitably and note the starting of the definition. It is a management process, right? So why are these things? Why is it a management process? So first note that one, marketing as a corporate attitude, philosophy, and ethos is part of a firm's shared value. So what I mean is marketing as a corporate goal is part of a company's shared value. And I will explain why shared value is a very important part of a company later as we proceed, right? Then also note that two, marketing is a function, is not a set of activities. So everything you guys have written out here in your definition of marketing is set of activities, right? So when, let's say, when Abigail said marketing is the buying and selling of products, why data marketing is this is an activity. This is not marketing. This is a marketing activity. When you send people out to the street to do marketing, that is an activity of marketing. When you go online to talk about a product, that is an activity of marketing, right? But that is not marketing in itself, because marketing is a management process responsible for identifying, anticipating, and satisfying customers' requirements profitably. I hope we all got that definition clearly, and I hope we all understand what marketing is now, right? So now let me take the variables individually. So when we say marketing is a management process, why do we say it's a management process? Why will you meet an expert marketer and okay, let me share this experience with you. There before I stepped down from my last role, during the onboarding session with the CEO of the company. It's an African company, right? And he said something very profound. He said, I have never met a digital marketer of your type here in Africa who understands the core aspect of marketing and digital marketing. And this was the reason why. Now, in digital marketing, there's a lot of spheres around it, right? So um, we have outreach marketing, we have cold email marketing, we have outbound, we have inbound, we have email marketing, we have a lot of markets. We have PPC, we have SCU, we have SCM, we have content marketing, we have SMM, we have viral marketing. We we have scandal marketing if you want to talk about that, right? So so the man or the CEO said, I've never met a core marketer like you who understands these core principles of marketing. So I told him I am not a WhatsApp masterclass marketer, and neither am I a BSc holder marketer. I am a self-trained marketer who has been privileged to undergo mentorship under Africa leading marketers. When you talk of um, when you talk of Paul Ebe, when you talk of what's this man name? Nice name has skipped my head. This only he's the only guy to have ever collected 5 major certificates from Google. Uh Now, why my head skip now? So I've been trained by industry experts, right? I've worked with top companies in the world. I worked for Velu.io, one of the top 3 AI companies in the world, right? So I've worked at the core sector of marketing. I understand what all of these things are. So now I will explain these thoughts for you and why you would never meet a Nigerian marketer that can explain all of this for you. If you are going to meet them, it is very rare. You will hardly find 1 in 100 Nigerian marketers who can explain this concept for you in marketing. So let's take it from marketing as a management process. Now, marketing as a management process is a phrase, right, or a notion that makes you understand that marketing is a continuous process. So what is management? Management is a continuous process of handling sequence of activities and functions, right? So marketing is a management process, not management as it is. It is a management process, right? So it means it is a continuous process. Now, some companies fall into the trap of pursuing marketing activities on a periodic basis, right? Undertaking activities such as ad hoc marketing, periodical marketing campaigns, and sudden motivational research projects, right? But that is not marketing. That is not marketing in full, because marketing is a continuous process. When I am talking to my audience, it's marketing process. When I'm doing research for my target customer is a marketing process. When I'm getting feedback from customer experience department to know what are the issues these guys are facing and how to handle them, it's a marketing process. Marketing, you are, as a marketer, you work with the engineering department, the customer support department, the customer experience department, the management department, the product department, the sales department. You work with every department. That is why you are a management process. You are the blood, you are the vein carrying the blood to every section of the company, right? So from the management down to the customers, you need to function in every of these aspects. You need to understand why an engineer is putting this function in this product. You need to understand why the user experience designers, why they are designing this flow in this manner. You need to understand why the salespeople are selling in this manner. You need to understand why the management wants this particular message to be our brand messaging. Because at the core of it, you are the one in the middle. You are the one putting out this thing as messages. If you don't pass it well, your organization will fail. Now, I will give you a case study of OPay and GoCard as we go on, right? So, I've explained one of the core principles of the definition of marketing, which is marketing as a management process, right? Now, let's continue and let's take the second variable. So we said it is responsible for identifying, anticipating, and satisfying customers' requirements, right? So let's take that one by one. So the definition of customers' requirement is a major task for a marketing function. All the input gathering activities of marketing are designed to find out what customers need and wants are. So every research you are doing, every activities you are doing, every customer feedback you are doing, every survey you are conducting, every management, every internal survey you will do is to determine what customers' needs and wants are. Remember, there's a difference between needs and wants, right? So that is, I expect at this level, you guys don't expect me to be explaining what needs and wants is for you. If you still expect me to explain that to you, please, this program is not for you. Kindly leave the group after this session, right? So I expect you all to know what needs and wants are. Now, going forward, that's a marketing aims to satisfy such requirements. The combination of needs and wants. And this means that a dynamic process for the assessment and measurement has to be put in place. And this, in order to fulfill this, right, we need to ask two major questions. So two questions must be addressed to identify, anticipate, and satisfy customers' requirements. The first question is, whose requirements are we interested in identifying? Of course, the obvious answer is um, the customer's requirements, right? Now, however, the word customer can be very misleading. So let me explain this to you. Now, so every customer is four people. So every one human being is four person in that human being. That human being consists of four different people. That's in the marketing world. Now, to every let me try and see if I can share. Let me open a Miro board, right? And I would share my screen. Just give me a minute to do that. Give me a minute to do that. I didn't plan on using Miro board today. I just wanted to like walk you guys through this stuff, but okay. So since we are going to be caught up in there, so let's just continue with it. Please, if you know you are getting value from this session, kindly type and kindly let me know. Just type value. Let me know you guys are following me, so I'll know I'm not wasting my energy and I'm not wasting my speed here. Okay, so let me share my screen then. I'm trying to see the better template to use. Let me just start from scratch. So this is a Miro board. So Miro board is are places where you sketch along with probably your team, your thoughts, or whatever you guys are going to do, right? So now, let me take a pen. Now this is a customer, right? This is a customer. It's the leg, hands, right? Now this is a customer. Now you must understand that just a minute. You must understand that to this customer, there are four people to this customer, right? Now, I know you people will argue that is a lie. One person cannot be four people, one person cannot be four person. That's your personal business, actually. That's not my business, right? Because to every person in marketing is four people. To every single one human being is four people. So who are these four people? Let's start with them. You have your buyer, right? So your buyer, try and find a way to follow along. You have your buyer, you have the person with the money, you have the person who is influencing. So we have the influencer, you have the influencer, and you have the user. Now this four person, this one person is these four people. Now I will now explain why the word customer can be very confusing. Now, in the average word of a Nigerian marketer, right? So the core concept of it, well, the only thing they know is this person, this head. That is the only person they know. They don't know these other ones, right? So to every one human being is four people. As a customer, you can be the buyer and not be the one who owns the money, and you might not even be the one who will use the product, and you might not even be the one to influence the decision to buy. So let's take for example now, right? I am walking through a store, then I saw an Apple phone, right? So I saw that phone and I like the phone, then I want to buy the phone, and I'm like, I don't have money for this phone, but I like this phone. So what do? I go and meet my uncle at home who probably have money to give me to buy this phone. And I tell uncle that I saw this phone when I was coming, I want to buy it. Can you give me, let's say, $1,000? Let me buy. I need one K dollar to buy this thing, right? To buy this phone. And my uncle says, okay, I will give you, right? But let's say my uncle's wife, who was passing through another place, saw another iPhone too, right? And the iPhone 2 makes sense. Even if it was not as quality as this one, but just because it was color pink and she liked color pink, she wants this one. She comes home and tell the same person that don't give Stanley money to go and buy this one, no, right? Give Stanley money to go and buy this one. How much is this one? This one is 1,500. $1,500, right? $1,500 to buy this one. And this one is $1,000 to buy this one. And this one is much more better than this one, right? But this uncle's wife is the influencer, right? Me, I am the one who want to use the phone. My uncle is the one with the money. Now, because three people have been playing here, right? Remember, the word customer is just one word.
And of course, the owner of this phone is looking for a customer, not knowing that he's looking for these four people. Now, let's say that my uncle knows an engineer who knows how to choose a better phone, right? So the engineer comes and my uncle gives the engineer money, right? So the engineer here is the one that we buy. He's the buyer to follow the one that my uncle has chosen. Because of course, the uncle's wife have used hand and rub his head, and he have agreed that this woman, you too fine. Because of your beauty, I will go with your choice. He now looks at me and says, Stanley, no vex, right? I know you said you saw a good phone, but actually, whichever way the phone is you that will still use the phone, right? So let's buy the one my wife said we should buy for you. Then he says, engineer, follow my wife, go and buy that phone. Now, the influencer, the buyer, and the person with the money, they have all changed their mind to come for this product. Now, this user who is me here, I want this one. But and the seller of this one too is looking for customer, and I am a customer, but and I want it. But factors of other customer in me does not buy this. And this one who is also looking for a customer that me I don't like. The other factors of customer in me likes it. So because of that, this one takes the money and this one loses the money. So have you seen that to every customer is four people? And that is why the word customer can be very confusing, right? So that is why we said it is we are responsible. Marketing is a management process responsible for identifying, anticipating, and satisfying customers' requirements. And when I said that word customer can be very confusing, I hope you guys understand what I meant now, right? So now, if you know you understand why we say the word customer is very confusing, please type understood. Thank you. So while I'm waiting for you guys to type that, I would proceed. So now all these projects suffers from a lack of integration and consistency. That's the project of trying to target the customers. It suffers a lot. That is because we don't really understand what the basic concept of who a customer is. We all just think that a customer is somebody who we want to sell to. We don't know that a customer is the word customer itself is broad. It's broad in itself that we don't even comprehend it enough. And that's because we don't even really understand what customer is and what marketing is. So I hope even as this far now, I hope you guys are following, and I know you guys have realized that to a certain level, you guys have never really known stuff about marketing and the customer satisfaction, right? So yeah, we proceed. So I'm waiting for, okay, I'm checking the comment section. I'm saying understood. Okay, I'm saying understood. Okay, so I can proceed then. So now let's explain the underlying factors of those principles of identifying, anticipating, and satisfying customer wants, which we said right. So now we said whose requirements are we interested in identifying, and we said it's the customer's requirement. And we said, however, the word customer can be very misleading, right? That is when we said, okay, now proceeding, I will now say the customer may be a single individual, but in most instances, the customer is represented by a myriad of players. When a housewife buys a deodorant stick for her husband, is she the customer or the husband is the customer? Right? But yet, each of them needs to be satisfied with the offering. So that is when we now said customer is divided into four. We have the buyer, the decider, or the person with the money, the user, and the influencer. Right? Now, the aim of every effective marketing is to understand the requirements of each of these personality in one customer. So which means as a person who wants to do marketing, whenever you want to craft a marketing campaign, your marketing campaign is targeted at satisfying four people at once: the influencer, the user, the buyer, and the person with the money. So if your campaign satisfies the buyer and does not satisfy the influencer, your campaign is a failed campaign. What we have is an ad that is running with many likes but no conversion. What you have is a campaign on the billboard with many people seeing it, but no conversion. What we have is wasted marketing budget and a bankrupted company, right? So I said we are going to use the case study of Gokada and OP, but let me continue, right? Now, after identifying that, knowing whose needs you are really satisfying, right? We now proceed to talk about what kind of requirement do we need to identify. Now, remember, there are 4 persons in this particular customer. Now we have identified them. We now need to understand what kind of requirements do we need to identify. Don't forget, the first question we are sorting in order to sort out the principle of identifying, anticipating, and satisfying customer requirements is that we needed to answer the question, whose requirement are we interested in identifying? And that is what I explained earlier. Now we are now moving to the second question, which says, what kind of requirement do we need to identify? Right? Sorry, I had to build. When a customer purchases a product, they seek to satisfy a range of requirements. Some are tangible and some are intangible. The tangible ones are easy to articulate and measure. The intangible ones are often elusive and difficult to identify. But however, creative marketers always attempt to gauge the latter with the same vigor as they seek to determine the former, which means a creative marketer tends to want to satisfy the requirements, the intangible requirements, using the measurement of the tangible ones. So that is why in marketing we have demography, we have interest. So we have big data, we have data, right? Now, with big data, what we try to study is behavior. We try to study behavior, we try to study interest, we try to study attitudes, activities. That is why if you are using a phone, I keep on telling people, stop. I don't know why all of you are always hiding BVN. None of you, all of you BVN is public. So I don't know why people are always hiding BVN. Everybody has your BVN. Everybody that wants to have your BVN, have your BVN. BVN is not a means to hack your account. BVN is a means of identity. It's just like your NIN. It does not give access to anyone's account. It's your NIN, right? That is a type of big data. Because if you are registered on any platform, they will either ask for BVN, NIN, or international passport. So if BVN is not meant to be known by another person, why are they always requesting for it in different places, right? Those are type of data marketers will keep. Now, another type of data is how you use your phone. Now, there was a tweet by Elon Musk recently where him and somebody were dragging WhatsApp. What you don't know is that as you are sleeping, WhatsApp is recording your phone to know when you are sleeping. So WhatsApp knows when you are sleeping. WhatsApp knows when you are awake, right? What you don't know is that Facebook knows when you leave your house and move to the office. Facebook knows when you leave your house and move to the church. You can actually go and watch their court cases. Now, the reason why they are gathering all of this data is to understand your psychology, to understand your behavior, to understand your interest, to understand what you love and hate. Now, gathering all of those, they will build an algorithm to target you. That is what they use to identify the kind of requirements you need. That is why creative marketers always put measures in place to identify the tangible ones, that's the ones you can talk about, the ones you can see, right? And the intangible ones, the ones you desire, the feeling you have. Now, let's take a case study of Apple. Apple satisfies everybody's intangible desire. How? Apple gives you that customer satisfaction of luxury of when you hold an iPhone. If you're an iPhone user, you feel much more wealthier than an Android user. It is a norms. Why? Because Apple has built a religion centered around making people believe that they are the only brand meant for the rich. Go and check their mantra. You will see their mantra. You will see what they are about. They are not a brand for the poor. They are a brand for strictly the rich. So that is why Apple users feel once they are using Apple and you are using Android, they feel you are poor or you don't have money. That is why you see Nigerian girls will do anything to get an iPhone. It's a psychology. They've done what we call psycho marketing. They use psychographics and psychology of marketing to actually push this message. Then they built a religion around that message, and everybody have bought into it, right? And believe me, there is nothing Android creators will do The only person I am seeing trying to come on board and eradicate that is Tesla. When Tesla finally releases their phone, that might remove Apple from that dominance. But right now, there is nothing Android will ever do. Apple has sold that mentality, and that it remains, right? So let's proceed. Now to the last part of the whole principle, which is profitability, right? Okay, we talked about asking questions for identifying, anticipating, and satisfying customers, right? So we have talked about for identifying, and the two questions we asked were whose requirement are we interested in identifying, and what kind of requirements do we need to actually identify. So now, to not anticipate their requirements, right? Many marketers often overlook the fact that that part of their job is to anticipate future requirements. So what do we mean by anticipating future requirements? The fact that you were able to identify that today Stanley's requirement is to have digital marketers who really understand the core concept of marketing does not mean that tomorrow that will be the requirement. Now, next month, my requirement must be that all of you here must have gotten into roles that you are earning at least 6 figures and probably people are remitting 10% back to me. That might be my demand for the next 6 months. Then the next year can be that all of you here should have gotten MSCs on marketing abroad. So part time, customers' requirements, customers' desire change. Economics makes us understand. Of course, I know people will not, people will be sure that I want to talk about economics now because people know that I'm a very unserious student. But yes, in economics, even if you did it in secondary school or in tertiary institution, there is one particular law in economics. It says customers are insatiable, which means there is nothing you will do on earth. Even Jesus, God, Holy Spirit, everybody cannot satisfy a customer. Customers are insatiable, right? We are insatiable. You can never be satisfied because when you were earning 10K, you were praying if you can just get a job that will be paying 50K. When you got a job of 50K, you want a job of 100K. When you got a job of 100K, you want a job of 1 million. Nobody is ever satisfied. You will see one woman you like, you will start dating the woman, you see another one, you'll be feeling, I didn't mean I saw this one earlier. You are never satisfied. It takes discipline to attain a level of contentment. So understanding that as marketers, we now have to be anticipating their different requirements per time. Per time, we need to be anticipating their requirements because you just want to do marketing, but you don't want to anticipate requirements. So that is why you see Google will always tell you, if you kindly help us fill this survey. Facebook will pop up questions, ask you questions like, what do you like doing for your hobby? You too, Dodoyo, you will fill and you submit. You think you just want to gather. They are gathering those data to anticipate your next move, to anticipate what you will like next, what you want next, what you will value next, so that they can tailor their marketing or they can tailor people's marketing and ads, filter the one that should meet you so that they can convert and make money for through their own adverts. That is why they gather those data. So you anticipate, right? And the last one is satisfying customers' requirements. That is one of the principles of the definition, right? So the main task of marketing is to satisfy customer requirements, both the tangible and the intangible one. However, on many occasions, customers are simply unaware of the fact that they have such requirements. Is this not funny? You want to satisfy a customer's requirement, yet even this customer does not know that this needs you are talking about, he wants it. So let's take for example now, let's leave this screen and let's go down, right? So this is a particular level in life, right? And this level in life just takes $5,000 monthly to be earning, right? Takes $5,000 to be earning, and this customer has worked hard. He has gotten here. So to get here, he bought Toyota Corolla from you. He bought Camry from you. He bought Venza from you, right? He bought one plot of land from you, right? What again? He bought an iPhone from you. So he feels at this level, he felt that when he gets to this point, he will get satisfied. But even the customer does not know that when he gets to this point, he will meet new people. 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 Because his circle will change, right? Now, at that point in time, these people he meets will start introducing him to new people, 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 new people. The people he knew here before, Idly, he will be keeping communications with them. Probably 10% of the people here are the people he'll be keeping communications with. So 10%. Now, because he has met new people with high value taste, he will be made to realize that no, you need to spend more. You need to own a car, a better car. Let's say a Range Rover, right? A Range. You need to own a duplex, right? A massive duplex with 5 bedroom and bus quarter, right? You need to you need to own the latest iPhone. You need to buy into an estate for investment portfolio purpose, right? You need to own S&P 500, right? So the cost of living this lifestyle, right, will cost me, let's say, $1 million, right? Now, don't forget, is this same person? No, is this same person, but the taste, what changed is the taste. The taste has changed. The taste of this person has changed. Why did the taste change? Because when he got to this level, he met these people, and these people introduced him to this level. Now, this level requires a whole lot. Now, as a marketer, you need to know that the things that this guy could buy from you at this stage are not what he wants to buy again at this stage. So that is why sometimes they will tell you to always identify what type of audience are you selling to. Is it high ticket audience? Is it middle class audience? Is it low ticket audience? Or is it I desire to have this things in future audience? Yes, add those people too. They're part of audience. So that is why you need to identify that, because this guy here, who is this person that moved from this stage? Let's say this is him here. This is Tunde, right? This is Tunde. Tunde did not know that at this level, he will desire this level. What he just knew that at this level where he was still an NYC copper, he just wanted to live a life that was okay. So $5,000 per month life is okay for him, right? He felt when he gets to this level, he'll be okay. He himself did not know that when he gets to this level, he will want to start building portfolios, estates. It's because when he got here, he met some certain group of people again. This will now establish his mentality. So that is why you always have to anticipate the customer you want to satisfy. Their intangible desires, most times they don't even know they will have those desires, right? So that is that. Now, the last part of the definition is profitability. Now, it is not enough to satisfy customer need. So what am I talking about, right? So now bring the case study of Ope and Gokada to life. So let's scroll down. So let me divide the screen into two. So this is Ope. This is Gokada. Now, the truth is Gokada were the first to market. They were the first to enter Nigerian market, right? With bikes and stuff. Ope came in later. Ope were the second, right? Now, when these guys were doing everything, they were taking the market, blah, 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 right? And they were satisfying customers. Don't forget, they were satisfying customers. They were satisfying customers, satisfying customers, satisfying customer. Then, boom, Ope came from nowhere. Ope came with 100 naira to every destination, right? Ope came with 100 naira to every destination. Gokada now was forced to start probably reducing price, right? At this state, Gokada was no longer running at an excess profit again. Ope too was not running at a profit, but Ope had a goal. Ope made you download an app. In that app, there was O-Food, there was Ope, the financial, the bank, there was O-Ride, there was O this, there was O-Boss, there was O that. Now, in all of that, O whatever, or O organization owned by a primary organization, we are studying you so that they can identify, anticipate, satisfy you, and on the long run, grow into making profits. Gokada, we are not studying you. Gokada was just running to satisfying you, and they thought it would lead to profitability. Who knew what happened to them? At the end of the day, Gokada packed in. They went in for some months. Then they came back with new bikes. By the time they came back with new bikes, what happened? Lagos State governor banned bike usage. So they had to change their playbook. They had to now change to delivery company. But Ope did not lose. What did Ope do? Ope had used that marketing campaign. Remember, creative marketers create campaigns that help them understand both your tangible and intangible needs. So through that campaign that Opay did with that bike, they were able to understand a lot of Nigerians, and they knew that what product that we sell more for to these guys was a banking application that we cut out the nonsense that the likes of Zenith Banks and GTB is doing to people, and they push out the Opay app fully, and everybody rushed Opay. Now Opay is one of the biggest fintech company in Nigeria. Now, if Opay want to buy Go Card and add it to their company, they can do that, of course. So profitability, this P, Opay understood it. Profitability, this P, Go Card didn't understand it. Go Card understood satisfaction and scaling, but this two is not profitability. So as a marketer, when you are drafting campaigns, you have to draft campaigns that will, on the long run, become profitable, not just campaigns that will satisfy needs. So let's go back to our definition of marketing. I hope we have not forgotten. So, okay, before I say it, I want somebody to type what is the definition of marketing now. Type it in the comment section. Let me see if you guys are following me. I am waiting. What is marketing? What is marketing? Okay. Now, I want to reinstate that. Please keep to the definition I gave all of you, please. I know you guys want to summarize it in a way you understand, yes, but please stick to the definition I gave you guys, because that is the only definition that in this world satisfy what marketing is. So I will take it again. Marketing is the management process responsible for identifying, anticipating, and satisfying customers' requirements profitably. Please stick to that definition, because in that definition there are they are almost close to 6 key principles there. We have the management process, which in terms means continuous process. We have responsible for identifying, anticipating, satisfying customer requirements, and the last one, profitability. So please stick to that definition, because that is the only definition that sums up marketing. And that definition was not given by me. It was not drafted by me. It was drafted by Simon Majaru, the author of the book that I read in 2020. The book is titled The Essence of Marketing. Now, you are likely never going to find that book in a physical store in Nigeria. So if you want to order, you can order via Amazon, right? That's what's I guess that's the best thing. I'll make inquiries and see if I can help you guys get the book. If I can, I will tell you guys on the group, and whoever is interested can make payment for it. But of course, the book is expensive. It's not a 5K, it's not a 10K book. So yeah, so please stick to that definition, because that definition sums up every activities, every function of marketing. Don't forget, we said marketing right, have two notions: as a corporate attitude and philosophy, and ethos, which is a part of a firm's shared value. And we also said marketing is a function, it is not a set of activities, right? So those are the two key things. Now, when we talk of shared values, there are 7 S, right, to make an effective system in an organization that actually brings out that actually results into the final one, the final S, or the 7th S of shared value, right? So please note this S down. We have structure, we have strategy, we have style, we have staff, we have skill, we have system, and we have shared value. I will repeat again: structure, strategy, style, staff, skills, system, and shared value. If you got that, please type it in the comment section. Structure, strategy, style, staff, skills, systems, all together make shared value. Those are the 7 S framework of effective organization. If you need an explanation to that, I would give it, but I want to see somebody type the 7 S first before I give a brief explanation of those 7 S first. Type it out in the comment section if you got what I said. The 7 S. What are the 7 S of an effective organization? What are the 7 S? Because as a marketer, you need to know, and because all these things have to be in place. If not, even when you are good as a marketer, because the organization does not have these things in place, you will still fail in marketing. Okay, perfect. Abigail has stated it. So let's begin. So let's start with structure, right? The organization charts and accompanying baggage that shows who reports to who and how tasks are both divided up and integrated is what we call structure, right? So that's why you see organizational structure, departmental structure, team structure. So the structure or the chart that shows who reports to who and how tasks and activities are divided and integrated is what we call structure. Now, don't forget that structure is what we now bet strategy, right? Now, okay, before I go to strategy, let me go to systems. Now, before you can get a structure, you have to first get systems, because the process and procedure through which things get done from day to day is what we call systems. Now, from systems, you can build a structure, or from structure, you can build a system. Now, when you have built these two, you move on to strategy. Now, strategy is a coherent set of action aimed at gaining a sustainable advantage over competition. Remember, you're a marketer and you have people that you are competing against, right? So your strategy is your set of activities or actions that are aimed at gaining a sustainable advantage over your competitors. Now, when you have strategy, you cannot derive your style. How do you want to implement this strategy? What's the style you are going to use? The way managers collectively behave with respect to the use of time, attention, and symbolic actions is what we call style. Now, because I said managers, you should know that as a marketer, you are a manager, because you are a marketing manager, right? You are managing people's expectation and managing satisfaction. You are managing creating demand and managing satisfying demand, right? So when you've gotten your style, you now need to draft out your staff. So let's say you are the marketing manager or you are the head of marketing in a certain department, right? So let me okay, if you go to my LinkedIn, you see part of my work experience. You will see 2 companies where I was head of growth marketing, right? Now, in that part, I had to be the one to draft the kind of person that will come on board to help the company effectively implement a marketing strategy. I am done that will draft the JD, the job description, and the skills, the necessary qualification. Now, if you know me very well, if I draft a qualification, you can never see BSc. I will never ask any company to put BSc as a qualification when it comes to marketing. The company can put it in itself, but it is not me. I can never put it there, right? because I know what a marketer needs to have. It is not a BSc. And I can bet you will hardly find you inside 1,000 marketers in Nigeria. You will struggle to find 10 marketers who can give you what I am just giving you free on this live session. Now, this is why the next cohort of this campaign is going to have is going to be a paid session, right? It's going to be a paid cohort. So if you have guys who are interested in taking this program, right, for the next cohort 2, it's going to kick off in June. You can let them know and let them start preparing their 20K, right? 10K before they start, 10K during the end of the program. So that was just a point of diversion. So you need to organize, you need to understand this kind of stuff you're going to bring in after you've gotten your style. So the people in the organization considered in terms of corporate demographics, not individual personalities. Those are staffs. Now, the final one, the second to the last, skills. Now, the ability possessed by the organization as a whole, as distinct from those of individuals. Now, some companies perform extraordinary level of results with ordinary people. Why? Because the company itself has a system and a structure and a strategy plus style and the right staff with the right mindset to come together to not be able to put in necessary skills to get results. Now, let's take a case study of which companies would I take now? Let's take the case study of I'm trying to see an ordinary company with, okay, let's take OpenAI and Google. Now, Google is a multi-billion-dollar company with thousands of staff scattered all around the world. OpenAI right now is now valued as a multi-billion-dollar company, right? But of course, we know that in real terms, they don't have 1/3 of the money Google has, right? And they don't have enough of the staff. But what does OpenAI have? OpenAI have a system, a structure, and they have strategy to give Google competition. And they came out with it. Boom! Google now was forced to go and build an emerging AI called BARD. And I want you all to know that BARD was not the initial plan of Google. Google had an AI that they were building, but BARD is more like an emergency project to retaliate or to tackle ChatGPT. Google has a well-advanced AI, more advanced than ChatGPT. Let's not even go there. That's a topic for another day, or for the AI students, which if they have a session with me, I might take them on that. Right? So that is where skills come in. Now, the final S is shared value. So what is shared value? Those ideas of what is right and desirable, right, which are typical of the organization and common to most of its members, are shared value. So, and DMZCAM, what is our shared value? Our shared value is that we want to create a boundless and borderless education. So all of you are here to get marketing knowledge without a classroom limitation, right? And without a lecturer telling you that if you don't do this, you will not pass. Here, the only thing we demand from you is your commitment and dedication. And the only reason why we are always removing people is because people are getting this for free, people are taking it for granted. This class you are taking right now, this particular one I'm taking you, you can go and make a research anywhere. To get this session, you will pay nothing less than close to $1,000. Nothing less than to just get this session alone. I'm not talking of the consecutive sessions you'll now be having alone. Even me personally, I know how much I've spent over the years to gather my marketing knowledge, right? Now, because you guys are getting this for free, most of you took it for granted, and that was why we removed a chunk of you. Was it this week or last week? I cannot remember. I know the program manager made some eliminations earlier, right? Now, the shared value here is that we want all of you to get skilled, not just theoretically, implement. That is why those video courses are there. You take the courses, when you come on live session, I explain more to you because I have worked, I have practiced, right? That is why those are there. Now, the shared value is to create this borderless and boundless education. Now, all of you here don't know yourself. You guys have never met yourself. The only time you guys will meet yourself might be probably this month end or next month when we do a meetup, right? we are going to do a meetup. So when you guys get to your group, you guys should tell your manager, that your program manager, that you guys are going to have a meetup. So your program manager will probably select somebody to take over or handle that planning. That is the only time you guys are going to have meet physically, right? Just to get to know each other, right? So you guys don't know each other. You guys have never seen each other. Some of you might never even see each other. You get, because some of you might not come for that program. But since it will be, I'm going to make it a necessity. Actually, you guys have to come. That is the only time you guys will meet each other. That boundless and borderless education. So as far as you guys are in Nigeria, or those in Nigeria can meet, those in Namibia can meet, those in Rwanda can meet. So you guys meet depending on where you guys are. You guys don't really necessarily have to be in a classroom. That's the shared value at DMC Camp. That's our vision. That's the shared value. And that's the value you as a student share with us, that, finally I've seen a place to take digital marketing full course without having to be coming to class every day, without having to be buying handbooks and stuff. Every material you're going to be used is going to be given to you in PDFs and video materials, right? So that is it. That is it. That is our shared value. So you guys are going to meet each other. So we put our shared systems in place, then we put structures. That's for that's that, right? So now, having understood all of this, let's now bring an intro to digital marketing. At least you guys have understood what marketing is, right? So now let's now focus on the core thing that you guys are here for, digital marketing. Now, before I proceed with digital marketing, I want you guys to summarize what you guys have learned so far in the past 1 hour, because I've been speaking for the past 1 hour. So summarize, what have you learned so far for the past 1 hour? So I'm waiting. I'm waiting for you guys summary. What have you learned for the past 1 hour before I move into digital marketing? What have you learned so far? Comment it in this comment section. I'm waiting. I'm still waiting. What have you learned so far? I don't want to believe I've been wasting my speech this morning. What have you learned so far? What have you learned so far? Okay, so Anu Olaojo says, we have learned the meaning of marketing, the real definition of customer, users, influencers, buyers, and owners of the money exactly, and the 7S of an organization. Yeah, perfect, perfect. You are with me. You are with me. You are with me. So I'm waiting for others. What have you learned so far? So far, only one person has been able to give me a summary. Have I been wasting my speed? I don't understand. Okay, so Sharon says, I learned that in marketing, a customer is not just one person. It's rather four set of people, which are the buyer, the user, the influencer, and the person with the money. The requirements of customers. Okay, perfect. So Adigo Emmanuel says, I have been able to understand the depth of marketing, being a management process which has to do with major keywords that makes up its essence of a sustainable market campaign, the 7S, okay, the importance of the 7S, okay. Abigail Jonathan says marketing is a management process, okay, satisfying customers' requirements. What kind of okay, marketing as a management process, satisfying customers' requirements, what kind of requirements we need to identify, and the notion of marketing, and the seven shared values of marketing. Okay, note it is not the seven shared values of marketing, it is the seven S of an effective organization that must be present for your marketing campaign or your marketing activities to be able to be effective. So every organization has to have those things in place. If not, your marketing will not be um effective. So it is called the 7S of an effective organization, not the 7S, not the seven shared value. Okay, so Oluwatosin says, I learned the meaning of marketing. The definition of a customer really is buyer, user, influencer, and who has the money, and the 7S of an organization. Perfect. So, okay, I have how many responses now? I have one, two, three, four, five. Okay, so I guess I can proceed to um sharing what marketing is, right? Just a minute. Let me put this somewhere here. Hey, perfect. Okay. Ogumi Wadedoto says, we've learned the basic and in-depth of marketing and the strategies on how to go about it. One of it is creative marketers create marketing that helps individuals think tangibly and intangibly. And the 7S. Okay, perfect. So now let's go to digital marketing, right? Let's go to digital marketing. Of course, that is why we are all here. So what is digital marketing? Now I know because I have said marketing is the management process of blah 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 and blah. We might be thinking that digital marketing is the management process of blah blah blah. No, no. Now just take everything you know about marketing and just replace it with digital marketing is the electronic process or digital process of identifying, right? Sorry, I need to clear my throat. Um, this I just pray this kata does not continue affecting me, sha. Okay, so I'm back. So as I was saying, I said, where did I even stop? Okay, I said you just take out the traditional method of doing all of those, right? And just replace it with electronic manner of doing it. So let's just using the definition I gave earlier too. So let's just stick with that so I don't have to confuse you guys, right? So digital marketing is I'll just paraphrase it as the electronic um process of identifying, anticipating, and satisfying customer requirements profitably. So it is the electronic process or the digital process of identifying, anticipating, and satisfying customers' requirements profitably. So let's just put it in that manner, right? If you know you got it, please comment it in the comment box so that I will see that you got it. In fact, Somebody should type it out. Then let me copy and paste on my Miro board. Let me see if you guys got the definition I gave. So what that defined as digital marketing? What's digital marketing? Okay, Anu said I didn't get that. So okay, thank God I asked before attempting to proceed. So I said digital marketing is the electronic process or digital process of of identifying, anticipating, and satisfying customers' requirements profitably. So digital marketing is the electronic or digital process of identifying, anticipating, and satisfying customers' requirements profitably. So if you know you got that, type it out. If you know you got that, type it out. See the way I'm talking like all these TikTok influencers. Thank you, Abigail. You got it. You got it. So let me display Abigail's response on the screen for you guys. So in case you need to, um, so let me copy it and go and paste it on the Miro board so that we all can see it too. So let me bring it this way. So I guess I have to reduce this. Okay. So this is what digital marketing is, right? So with the concept we have explained in the normal traditional marketing, it's easy to state that it's the same process for digital marketing. Of course, it's the same process, but just that in this time it is much more advanced, much more complicated, much more creative, and much more research needed, right? So if you want to run a physical marketing campaign, you can actually just go into the street, right? Do what you want to do, get people to talk about it in the streets, create the buzz. But you want to run a digital marketing campaign, bro, man, let me not lie to you. Ironu, we buy you. So for those of us that does not understand Yoruba, Ironu simply means deep thoughts. You what you nearly fall into depression if you're a marketer sometimes because you need to satisfy a lot of needs. So let's take, for example, let's take DMZ Cam as an example, right? So when we wanted to launch out, the first question was, who are we satisfying? Who's our target market? What are we bringing to this market? How would we reach this market? How do we want to get to this market? A lot of questions we were asking. We didn't have enough data in our hands. So luckily for me, I was building alongside the founder of Pescademy. So most times we used to meet and share ideas. So we are discussing the various process of getting data, getting to understand who these our users are, platforms to go and study them and stuff, right? So in the process of doing that, we were able to fully understand what we really needed, and perfectly we started drafting campaigns, right? Now, note that this current DMZ cam was not the original version. There was a version I pushed out in March earlier, but that one was just to sell my own personal course, right? That was not to get you guys on board and get you guys to start learning. Because, of course, I keep on telling people it was a revelation I got from YMRU camp in 2020, in 2022 last year. So day by day, it kept on unraveling itself. The Holy Spirit kept on revealing more and more. But immediately we launched out that platform, we will not say because it's a revelation, we don't have to do marketing research. So I started doing research, right? Started doing the necessary requirement and stuff. Then on long run, we found out that okay, this is what we really want to solve, right? We want to solve the issue of border and boundaries in education. I want to demolish it and create a boundless and borderless education. So we started that. We started gathering data, understanding the type of people that want this kind of education. So we saw that these people are people trying to improve their source of living, but they don't have the time to enter classrooms. So where can they be found? They only can be found on online space, Facebook, LinkedIn, WhatsApp, Instagram. So we started to talk about these campaigns on Instagram. We didn't launch an ads. We just started writing on the story marketing, right? We started doing storytelling, started discussing issues in groups, started answering questions in various groups. Now what are we doing? We're trying to test the ideas and see if we will get feedbacks. So started getting amazing feedback. People were asking, when are people going to launch this program? When are people going to put this program live? So I saw that there's a demand for this. So after that, we crafted designs. Now you need to understand that in marketing there's what we call psychographics. So psychographics is the combination of psychology and graphics together in order to manipulate or influence um your intending customer, your target audience, to buy into what you want to get. So psychographics, that's why you will see there are designers and there are designer. Yes, there are designers and there are designer. Designer are those one that I went to go and do CorelDRAW, Photoshop masterclass and be making noise up and down. Or people like me that will be using Canva and be making noise up and down. But designers are those ones who brand companies, who brand startups. Those are designers. They understand the use of psychology and marketing, combining it and infusing it into designs, right? So we did all of that. Then we came out and we started talking about okay, we've launched this, blah 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 blah. And before you know, in the first 26 days, we had 500 active users on the platforms. Not even you guys. We just onboarded you guys about a week or two ago. I can't remember. You guys added up to the numbers, and we hit about 600. Right now, it's going to 700. So we have different users from all over the space. So what am I talking about? We identified customers' need, right? We satisfied it, right? Now we are not yet profitable. Now that is what you need to understand about data marketing and marketing, right? So we identified the need, we anticipated the need, we are satisfying it, or we have satisfied the need, but we are not yet profitable. Why? Because almost all the programs running on our platforms right now are free. So each cost is coming from our pockets, from hosting these things online, from hosting the website, the server, the getting you mentors. Data analytics guys have not started their programs. Why? Because their mentor is charging about $1,500, and these guys are going to get this thing for free, right? So we have cost of running. So you have seen that when it comes to marketing, in the functions of marketing, I have been able to do this with my team, right? But DMZ can might shut down if we don't enter this phase. So what am I trying to bring out here? I'm trying to make you understand that as a business, it's not enough to get customers to start. It's not enough to identify your customer, where you draft up your customer avatar. People will still get there, right? It's not enough to anticipate your customer, right? When you now anticipate them, you've gathered them. It's not enough to still satisfy them, right? It's not enough to still satisfy them. You have to enter this realm of profitability. This is the only thing that can keep you in business. This one go, right? So now let me unbold in these other ones. Let me remove them from bold, and let me leave only profitable as bold, right? So you need to understand that this guy profitable, this profitability is the key factor of why a business exists. Except you are running an NGO. If you are running an NGO or a charity organization, as a marketer, the only thing you have to do is this: you don't have business with profitability. But as a business, whether you are selling wig, puff puff, or even if you are selling pure water, your end goal is to make profit. It's only when you have profit you can scale. So let me copy. So let me duplicate this and bring this down here. So let me take this up and let me bring this here. So when you are, oh sorry, when you are profitable, you can scale. But when you are satisfying customers and running at a loss, you will bankrupt and shut down operations in the long run. Now I need you guys to understand this because it is very important. Very, very important. Now you might take it with, I don't know, you might take it with joke, you might take it as a joke or anything, right? But as far as you're in business, believe me, you have only one duty, and the duty is to make sure that you are profitable regardless of whatever. I repeat, regardless of whatever you are selling, you have to remain profitable, right? So as a marketer, it's not just enough to satisfy needs, anticipate, blah blah blah. You have to turn profitable. So everything you're going to be learning in this course, right, is going to be, um how will I put it? It's going to be teachings, practicals on how to be a full digital marketer, not just anyhow digital marketer, a digital marketer who can identify needs, anticipate them, satisfy them profitably, so that at the end of the day, all of us will not go and be lanosatego, which means all of us will not go and open mouths in the public, right? To be to be to be saying that we actually satisfied needs too. We did not know that, we did not know why um we didn't make money. We don't know why our business failed. Most business you see that fail, that shut down, only shut down or only fail when they run out of money to scale. That is when they shut down. You can never see a business that is making money, right, telling you that they want to shut down operations, except probably the environment is becoming hostile, security reasons, or probably the founders are having issue. But anything that is not relating to profit has to be an internal or external factor. If it's not a profit issue, it's an internal or external factor, right? So as a digital marketer, your job is to make sure that the cost and the reason why a company is shutting down is never from your department. Now I know you will say that shebi, for us to make profit, we have to make sales. Is that not the is that not the function of the sales department? And is that not the function of the customer support department and customer experience officers to make sure that we upsell and cross sell? Oga, calm down. Whatever the sales we do, whatever customer experience we do, product guys we do, developers we do, management we do, all fall back to marketing report and marketing research and marketing campaigns. So that is why I laugh at people when they see. That is why you will see that the companies that market the most are the companies that stays in the business the most. So let's take a case study of your food ordering app, Glovo. Glovo is not the first food ordering app in Nigeria, and they will not be the last. But it will be hard for any company to compete with them. Why? Glovo is everywhere in terms of marketing. Ads on TVs, ads on YouTube, ads on games, ads on blogs, ads on websites, ads on email newsletter, ads on social media. Everywhere you go is Glovo. They're everywhere. They're your face. So you are familiar with them. Before you can think of any two food ordering app, the first thing that will come to your mind is Glovo. Another one that's trying to follow their footsteps is Manu. I even suspect they own Manu, but I don't know. I'll do my research later. Where are the former one? Where is Jumia Food? Jumia Food is still existing, but how many people are using Jumia Food compared to how many people are using Glovo? Jumia Food is doing marketing, but Glovo is doing marketing more. Imagine as big as Jumia Food is, Glovo is giving them headache. Now imagine those that came out before. Where's O Food? O Food was a failure because their marketing in terms of the food aspect was not a successful campaign. It didn't turn profitable for them. So they had to shut it down. Or if they are not shut down, probably they are still operating in one street. I don't know. But Glovo has taken over that aspect. Manu is competing, Jumia is competing. So marketing is the lifeline of every organization, every business, even down to church and mosque. The reason why Redeem has more member than your church is because you see Redeem is everywhere. Billboard. In the intervals of every 20 houses, you are likely to find Redeem in Lagos State. Right? In the intervals of every 2 to 3 streets, you're likely to find Redeem. So when you are thinking of a church to join as a newborn, as a person who wants to start attending church, you are likely possible to first think of Redeem. Right? The reason why most people know Apostle Selma than your pastor is because Apostle Selma is everywhere online. But he did not start today. It started even before internet became a boom in Nigeria. So the company that markets most is the company that stays um in business the more. That is why digital marketing is a key aspect of every business. So as a digital marketer, you are responsible for making sure your company is visible digitally everywhere, everywhere. You need to draw strategies, campaigns, materials, resources, learning materials for customers, anticipated customers, right? For them to know about your brand. That is what your job is as a digital marketer. Now, in subsequent classes and live sessions, we'll continue to tackle all of these issues. So right now, I'm going to get your attendance form from your program manager. So just give me a minute. Let me reach out to her so she can send that to me. So once she sends that to me, I'll drop the link and all of you can fill your attendance. Because once this live session ends, I will close the attendance form. So meanwhile, please summarize what you have learned so far in digital marketing. Drop the comment section. Let me know. Let me know what have you learned so far in digital marketing. Okay, yeah, I've dropped the attendance form link on the chat. Please kindly check it out and fill your attendance. You have
15 minutes to do that. So fill your attendance, come back here and type done. Once you finish filling the attendance, come back here and type done. So before I will proceed to the next item on the agenda and we round up. Okay, so we have three people done. So let's wait for the remaining four. Or how many now? Let's wait for the rest. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 of us here are done. I guess we are waiting for two more people. Or how many more people? Can somebody check your groups and let me know how many you guys are in your group?
right? Minus the admins, so I can know, because I know that at the point we were 9 on a live session. I want to know if all of you attended. I am here. I know I am here. I am just waiting for everyone to get that done. Okay, so I guess I can proceed. So yes, so I want to talk about the expectations for this program, right? So okay, so I guess most people have dropped off. So the expectation for the program is that um the program is not going to be easy and it's not going to be a child's play, right? So just a minute, let me see how long. Let me see your modules again. So hold on, let me share my screen. So when I share, let me share my entire screen so that we can follow along. Okay, perfect. So you guys have a long walk from from home. So let me register, sign in. Okay. So now let me go back to, okay, let me go back to courses and start. Okay, my network is giving me headache. Okay, so start course. I hope you guys are back and you guys can see my screen. Okay, so we have 10 participants excluding the admins. Okay, and we had 9 people at the peak of this session. So okay. So now this is a welcome note from me. Don't mind my ugly face on your dashboard. This is a welcome note from me, right? And you can connect with me on LinkedIn via this link. So you have a lot of um even me when I saw the total program modules and everything, I was pitying you people, sha. But to actually become a full digital marketer, you guys need to really understand at the core of all of this. And this is not everything. If you check your course description, there are some things not added yet. And those who proceed to, once half of you can proceed to get to at least the email marketing part, we will add the rest. So yeah. So when you guys can get to that part, we add the rest. So it is a long journey. So if you know that you guys have started, just indicate started and let me know where you guys are. What's your progress so far on the whole stuff? So you guys have 39 videos embedded here, consisting of only God knows how many numbers of hours or days. Right. So let me know where you guys are so far. Are you still in the introduction?
what you guys have any questions so far in the introduction segment? So let me know the questions you guys have in the comment section so I can attend to it. Let me know the questions you guys have so I can attend to it. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. So far that you've been taking your course, what is the question that has popped up that in your mind, or what don't you understand yet in the module? Which module are you having issues with yet? Let me know so I can handle that. Okay, is it that we don't have questions so far in our programs? Or I will take it that all of you understand what you guys have been taking. So I am asking, started your program so far, what module are you? What question do you have? What module are you in? Are you or okay, are you still in introduction? If you're in introduction, do you have questions yet? Do you have questions? Remember, you guys have about module one, module two, three, four, five modules here consisting of 39 videos and consisting of lot of hours. So where are you? Comment where you are, what questions you have. If you don't have any questions, just tell me where are you currently in the program. Let me know if you guys have started. Because from next week I expect everybody to have started search engine optimization. So next week you guys have to take search engine optimization, and I'm going to be taking all the questions on search engine optimization. Next upper week, I expect you guys to have entered search engine marketing, right? And when okay, no, sorry, next week you guys are doing SEO and SCM together, both search engine optimization and search engine marketing together next week. Next upper week, you guys are taking social media marketing, which is the longest of all in this guys compared to the numbers of hours per course. So next upper week, social media marketing. 2 weeks time, I guess I expect you guys to have entered email marketing, right? Finish email marketing. Then 3 weeks time, you guys move into content marketing, and in the final week, you guys do analytics, right? Then we can now introduce the other ones to you guys. So let me know so far in your introduction, where are you guys so far right now? I want to know where are you. Let me know where you guys are. If you have any issues, what are the issues you are having? I am waiting. No, where okay, one comment has dropped, and you guys have reduced to 5 viewers. Okay, I guess some of you think after filling the form, you guys can drop off. Okay, we will not talk.
Okay, still on the introduction. Okay, so I guess you don't have okay, you don't have any issues or question on the introduction section. So any other person, where are you on the introduction? What issues are you facing in the introduction? Let me know, please. You don't want to assume that you guys understand everything in the introduction. We don't want to assume. That is why we are asking. If you know you don't have any question, just type no question. That is better than not typing anything, right? No question. If you don't have any question, just let me know. No questions. I am waiting for others. I have only one person's feedback. Class will soon round up. I need to round up now. I need to get onto another thing, right? So I need to get you guys feedback. You guys are not taking the course yet or what? I don't understand. I only have one person's feedback here. Okay. Sharon says, is there a link for the classes because I have not started? Ah, what? Sharon, I don't understand. You have not started as how? Your link was dropped. Oh, I guess you are part of those that were removed from the. Okay, okay. Sharon, just give me a minute. Let me give you access to the course. Ah, you guys, and I forgot about that. So Sharon, she might not be able to access it. So let me chat up your program manager now to send you the link. Uh, okay. Hello, can they send this link to the group? Thanks. Okay, so Sharon, your program manager will drop the link again on the group for you guys that just got added back to the group. So Sharon, your program manager will do that. I have passed the information to her, so I guess she should have done that if not by now. So you can check the group. I guess she should have posted. I think so. Okay, I just got notified. She said she has. So check the group. Check the group. Check the group, please. If you know you have not started too, use that group to start. Use that group to start. I said use the group. Use the link to get started now. Next week, I expect everybody to be on search engine optimization and search engine marketing. So you are taking SEO and SCM next week. So these two modules here, these two modules on SEO and SCM, these two here, This is where I expect everybody to be by next week. I expect all of you to be done with your introduction series this week. Failure to have entered the next week means you are not following our calendar, and that means you cannot continue the journey with us. I know you guys might think we are a bit too strict, but we have to. And the reason is because this program is free. And I am very certain that the first 1 hour of this class and everything on marketing thought, you would even hardly find a Nigerian university that can teach you that. I can bet my money with it. I have been in the room with marketing lecturers, and most of them no, they don't know shit about this current state of marketing because they are all outdated. What you are getting here is what I have paid thousands of dollars to learn, and I've also gotten scholarship. And of course, I have been privileged to be under mentorship of some of the industry leaders in marketing, and that is what you are getting for free here. And that is why we cannot take anything for leverage. The data analytics guys who have not begun their program is because the mentors we are getting for them are charging way too much for us. Each of the mentors, the list of them is charging about $8,700. That is why we are still looking for a mentor to get what we can afford, right? So we cannot be spending all of those, spending to host courses live on the servers, hosting logins and stuff. Your security is our priority. You have to manage data, and yet two people will be taking us for granted. So failure to get into SCO and SCM by next week is an automatic elimination. Please, once you have been removed from the group henceforth, do not message any of the admins for help. Please, once you have been removed, you can always join the next batch. Lab 2.2 will start in June, and it will cost just 10,000 naira to get started, right? So you can join that batch if you have been removed. But please don't disturb the group progress. Start your course now. Finish your introduction this week and move into SCU and SCM next week. Don't just take the course for taking sake. Take and understand. Come here and ask me questions. Let's both face it together. You might even be surprised that you will ask a question on the particular module. Two of us will have to go back to the module and take that part again. So I will listen to what your instructor said and see how to help you out with it. That is why this mentorship is there for you, so that you don't just take the course, write and jot down. You are not practicing. You have to practice what you are learning. Okay, you said I couldn't get the link. The link for the course, I have dropped the link for the course on the group. I have dropped the link of the course on the group, right? I have dropped it, or whichever way. Let me say I have dropped it. So I have messaged your program manager, and she has given me feedback that she just dropped it some few minutes ago. So check your group. She dropped it some few minutes ago. I think somebody confirmed that. Abby. Yeah. Damilola said she has posted it. So check the group. Check the group, please. Check the group, please. What am I looking for? What am I looking for? Okay, so far 7 people filled attendance. So I just want to cross-check with the comment I got on definitions for marketing, and know one who is supposed to be on that list that is not there. So starting with Sharon. So let me see, is Sharon on the attendance? Okay, Sharon is on the attendance. Okay. Oh, okay. The link to the attendance. Okay. Yeah, Sharon's on the attendance. Oluwatos is on the attendance. Sweet again. Adedotun. Adedotun is on the attendance. Emmanuel is on the attendance. Abigail is on the attendance. Anu Oluwapo. Is Anu on the attendance? Anu. So, okay, Anu Oluwapo is on the attendance. Jonah, okay. Anu. Okay, so we have Kami. Do we have two Anu here? We have Anu Olauju in this comment section here. Do we have another Anu? Okay. So the Anu Oluwapo we have here is Anu. Please confirm, Anu, if you are the one that has filled the attendance, please confirm and let me know if you are the one, because your name here is Anu Olauju, and the Anu I'm seeing on the attendance here is give me a minute, please. So I am seeing Anu Oluwapo Akinwale here. Please confirm if you are the one, please, so I would know. I don't want anybody here to miss out of the attendance, so we know who is leaving the group tonight. Okay, Damilola is asking. Damilola Emmanuel, are you on the attendance? Damilola Emmanuel, I cannot see your name. Okay, this is Damilola Prisola. Pirisola. Please let me know if you are the one. Both Damilola and Anolu Akwa, let me know if you are the one who filled the form. Because what I'm seeing here is Damilola Emmanuel and Anu Oluwaoju, Abiola Oju, and it's different from what's on the form. Please, you guys should not. That is why I am monitoring the comment section, and that's why I've been asking people to drop their comments, so I can know who and who was present and who was not present. If I end this live and Anu is telling me she was present and she filled the form as Anu Oluwapo Akinwale, and what I am saying on the live is Anu Olaoju, I cannot balance the two, and I cannot vet it is you. So please let me know if you are the one. Please confirm. And Damilola, you said next week, from next week Monday, I expect everybody to have entered SCU, and at least Friday you should be in SCM. And I will send in your program live sessions. You guys will be hosting more than one sessions from next week too. So that will help me keep track of everybody, please. Okay, I guess I can end the session now. And I'll just take it as the Damilola and the Anu here are the ones on that form. So we can proceed to remove every other person who didn't join the live session today. So thanks everyone for joining, and I hope you got value for your time. See you next week. Bye.